Testing 1 2 is hot. Testing 1 2 is hot. It's hot. Testing. It's Saturday. It's hot. Hot. I love God. I love me. Guess what? I looked in the mirror and I like what I see. I love what I see. And you know, what else? I want to thank my hometown, Meridian, Mississippi. I want to thank you. Thank you. I want to thank you. Thank you for letting you show me, for let me show you what it is that I do. I want to thank you. Even though, I got a whole heap of receipts showing you, I already showed you, but I mean, the naysayers want to see it up in person, man, in person. But who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Yeah. I knew I could get it. I knew, I know what I could do, but who knew? I didn't realize there was going to be that many. Man, oh my God. I mean, man, that was a whole heap. I'm quite impressed. I mean, I don't doubt myself, but I mean my ability, I don't doubt it. But man, that was an overflow, cup running over. You talking about cup ran over? Yeah, man, my cup ran over. Boy. Thank you once again for letting me shine, giving me the floss that I need, so I won't stay behind. Which I never worry about being behind anyway. It's just the representation that that is thrown upon me. It is what it is. We can't do nothing about that. I mean, but the thing is that basically I want to thank you for, people really found out. I mean, it tickles me. Certain situations that certain people come in, they want to get close to you. Yeah. They want to get close to you, okay? And I'm quite sure the establishment had their little setup, their cameras hidden, so they could see it all. And of course, Google was there, Google is where everywhere I go. Google. So the world could see. So the world could see. Which the world have seen certain things that this establishment here just can't explain. I mean, man. But it's now that certain people have seen it, the new people have seen it. And this is the curse part of it. To every action, there are reactions. And a lot of people have, a lot of people, superstars, movie stars, have gotten in trouble for trying to emulate certain things that I do. If you try, and I'm gonna remind you, you don't see nobody else around him. Look, you don't see nobody. You don't see nobody around him. Pay attention now. You don't see no one. You never seen me with anyone. And I want for you slow people that you might take it the wrong way. I really don't give a damn. You can take it any way you want to, but this is for you. Now don't get out here and try to take this and use my name or you telling people we using this name and to gain fame or whatever it is you do. We setting up and you getting in people getting paid for this. My family members, they using my name, they using me as a so they can get in certain doors or whatever, before they come up. They get paid on certain things. They don't know that I know, but I know. And they didn't know that I know, but I know everything. And don't nothing get past me. Just like these hidden agendas they had last night. Yeah, they had them. And that's the thing. A lot of people want to be like me, but don't nobody want to put in the work. You can't get to this level sitting on the couch or sitting somewhere just, I can do that, claiming the fame, it's crazy, how people try to abuse the power, abuse the policy, claiming the fame. And you ain't in the same lane. you know what? I'm going to use this as an example. We're going to use Thor. When Thor was stripping from his powers, his father took his powers and, stripped them. He couldn't even pick up the hammer. He couldn't. So the hammer got separated from him some way. That's me and my foolish ways of doing stupid stuff that I shouldn't have been doing, or hanging with certain people that I shouldn't have been with, or just doing stupid stuff. So I got stripped. But the hammer was way over there, and Thor was way over here. People had discovered the hammer. And that was the same as a biblical story of the sword, Only one person, only one can go and pick the hammer up, like it, but it was thousands and thousands. Boy, they had lines. They had sideshows. They even had vendors on the side for people standing in line paying money, paying good money. See who is going to pick up the hammer. Who is it? Who's able to pick up the hammer? Who's going to, When God only made this specially made this hammer. Tailor made this hammer only for one person. Only one person, because it was God that gave this one person the mindset. God gave this one person the training. God gave only one person the outlook, the strength, the power, the gifts to be able to use this hammer. No one else have ever went on this journey to be able to reciprocate this hammer. No one. Only one person. And only one person is allowed to handle the hammer. So they keep coming and they tried, and they kept coming, they keep coming and they trying. I'm going to get this hammer. I'm going to get, it's me. I'm going to get the hammer. They kept coming. They kept getting in the line. You know, and the thing is, this is the bad part. Now, we're going to give you this opportunity to get this hammer. But if you fail and if you don't succeed, guess what? You must be punished. And that's what most people, you come on, for you who know where I live at, ask anybody that around me what happened to them, when they failed. They kept coming back, and they ask any neighbor around me, and I'm quite sure they can hear what I'm saying now. Ask them, what happened to you when you if you don't succeed and you don't lift the hammer? Ask them. I mean, I'd rather for you to find out the truth, because, I can't lie. I can't lie. Just ask them what happened if you don't succeed. And that's the bad part that they not telling you. When you don't succeed, if you can't pick that hammer up, guess what? A lot of you perish. A lot of you lose everything. A lot of you, I mean, I've seen it time and time and time and time again. Time and time again. I'm not kidding. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself for not telling these people the pain that's behind if you're not able to, they just keep. And now it done got to the point where they just don't give a damn. I'm going to try it anyway. They come, they fall, Well, and it's my thing to kind of warn people, God only, created this hammer for only one person. but I guess they never seen Thor Excalibur. You can even say Cinderella. If the shoe don't fit, don't force it. Because if the shoe don't fit, it just don't fit. If the glove don't fit, you must acquit. If the glove don't fit, you must acquit. Oh, man. And and it just so happened that out of all of these people, I end up being the one that's able to pick the hammer up. And the glove do fit. And the shoe fit. And the sword fit. All of it fit. It was tailor-made. It wasn't a given dream. It was made for me. That's the part that that's the memo that most people didn't get. Because, Man, I mean, it wasn't nowhere I could go. Nowhere last night. I mean, there they come. They just standing around, man. But I get this everywhere I go. I get this. And the bad part is I reciprocate. Like sick people. People want to come sit next to me, and that energy hit them. Guess what? Oh, they wake up to reality, man. If you hadn't put in the work, if you hadn't went to the mountaintop, that energy just it's just like picking up a hot iron. It's like picking up a hot iron with your hand, your bare hand. Trust me. And anybody that's sick, dying, or whatever, I feel it. Trust me. I feel all of this. I feel it, man. I feel every inch, every ounce, these souls keep coming up and they pass you, and I feel that energy. People don't understand. I feel you. I feel you. I feel all of that. And just imagine all these people they just want to come by and look and see or experience. I don't know. I don't know. The only thing I do is I request and they come. They do. They do. This for the naysayers. I hope you're satisfied. But who knew? And I'm not here with a big head. It's just these are the things that I just constantly keep trying to explain to people that these are some of the things that come with this gift. These are the things that what you think? What you think I was doing? I was, and that was my thing. I'm out here to test it, to see have I lost the touch. I ain't lost nothing. Especially when that lady got jumped, she ran. she had the big head. She want to come over there and touch it and feel out what it like. Yeah. It didn't take long. I'm telling you, man. And that's normal. These are things that and for my oldest baby that we drove from went to Johannesburg and drove back. Shoot, she couldn't come out the house for 2 days, and I raised her. This is the feedback that you get when you try to go lift that hammer. Now, if you didn't get the memo, well, you get it now. But ask anybody that know me. I'm telling you, to be around me is just like be around a stove or a hot iron, and you trying to pick it up. It ain't, but the only thing I can do is just get out here and just, try to explain it to you the best way I know how. If you try to steal my energy, and I keep saying that, it's people, hard-headed people, well, they learn the most. And I've seen it time and time again. From stage one, man, you see certain people they come up out of nowhere. They come up with certain, come up. A year and a half later, it's gone. Everything, it's gone. It's gone. I'm telling you, what I experienced. This is not nothing somebody told me or somebody tried to explain to me. No, I'm telling you what I seen, what I experienced. You know, but maybe, if you get out here and experience life and you got to go through the work, you don't get this by, wishing up on a star, praying for it. It don't work. You got to work your butt off. You got to work. You got every day. There's a lot of things I got going on. I would never tell people. There are a lot of things I got going on. No, you won't know. But trust me, I know people. I know the most important people that I need to know. When you going through a journey like this here, there are going to be haters. And just as the powerful people that's hating you, you hold on to these powerful people that's, can help you. Everybody don't love your journey. Everybody don't love you. Everybody, people hate you. People hate, and a lot of people in these mansions and got money and they hate. Why you hate me? They hate. I can't explain that. I'm sitting here in the hood, living under the radar, living in the mud, broke as hell. Why would you hate me? But it's your resources. It's the things you can do. Yeah. And it's been people with their own TV show, man. It's try to take. I'm here to help you, but you trying to take it and abuse me. Use it, take my get. I'm trying to help you with certain things. They gonna take it and use it and push it in a play where I wouldn't. I don't validate. I don't know. No, but. You don't see them in the spotlight no more. You don't see them out here bragging and talking a lot of crap. That's the way it goes. It's just like you going to a restaurant and claiming, and I've seen that people claiming, I can do this for you. I can, going to restaurants and and ain't hit no, and you need to sit your $5 ass down because I will make change. On national TV, I can do this, I can do that. Man, you couldn't. You need to sit down. And talking about the truth. You lying bastard. And that's part of this process. You're going to get a lot of imitators. Claiming the fame. I can do this. You can't do nothing. And I done shot that challenge up so many times. But and this the thing. Whatever they were claiming the fame, guess what? It don't exist no more. And I can prove that. I got receipts on that. Whatever they was trying to claim, it don't exist no more. That's the way God works. That's the way the universe works. I don't get out here and claiming this and that and this and that. I get out here and show you what I can do. I'm going to show you. I get out here. And a lot of, and that's the thing. That's what's going to happen. A lot of people see it. They see it, okay, but they want to be around you, and then they going to try to claim, oh, well, yeah, now you going to have to pay me this. And that's what I mean when I say if they let them show you. I showed my receipt so many times, and here they come, them vampires, the energy snatchers. Here they come. They'll go sit at some of my spots. That's why I quit going, man. Because really, what do you call people? Burning Madoff? Because you're lying, and it's false hope. You giving people false hope. Oh, I can build your business. I can make you come up. You can't do nothing, And that's what happened to some people. They were using my name. Oh, I can make you come up. Oh, I can all the time riding on my back. Man, that's heavy. I can't carry all that load. I can't do that. Oh, I can do this. You can't do nothing. But as the wheel turns, the truth. What was hidden in the dark? It's definitely, especially when you claiming that God. When you claiming God, if you can't produce, guess what? It's gonna come out. I don't have nothing to hide because whatever, and I'm showing the world all week, last week, what I can do. Guess what? It passed my expectations, man. That's what I do, and I have the receipts so the world can see it, and I'm quite sure that the naysayers they seen it. I'm telling you what I'm gonna do, and I don't know if it's a curse. Because that curse, the curse part, it'll come back to bite you, and it get all these food. They get the idea that I'm gonna use this to my advantage. They trying to figure out to use it some kind of way, especially the politicians. They gonna use it. Oh man, they got that Google going. I'm let the world see me. That Google's for me. It's just like on the. They ain't here to see you, Otis. But they gonna try anyway. They ain't here to see you, Otis. That's so funny. And a lot of people had to come to realize that. They ain't here to see you, Otis. Damn. Oh. But anyway, I just had to put that out, man, and I'm still feeling the effects of these souls, especially the ones that's sick. I mean, and that's I don't mind being around the kids. I mean, 'cause the parents just let them be free, man. Everybody feeling good. I mean, that's that's a good feeling. But then you reciprocating all this everything, all the illness that's around you. People don't understand. All of this come with it. I got to deal with all of this: sickness, death. People on the edge of committing suicide. The life not going good. All of that. I feel I feel all of that, all of it. Now, how that work, I don't know. But I know I can just say one thing. We all are one. We all are one. We all are made of the same molecules, atoms, and we all are one. Even the animals. I got my little language for the geese. Well, they click, 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 they gonna wag that tail and just click, 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 click. The geese, the ducks, the animals, the fish. We all are one. We all communicate in some kind of form or way. We all communicate. And I guess that's it's just my soul searching, man. It's just, and I can't explain it. But if you ill, I feel it. And I feel that for 2 or 3 days, but it don't get me sick. I feel it. I feel all of that. I can't explain that. How I can step in the room and just seek out all souls and just, and the ones that's sick gonna eventually make their way towards you, So the only thing I have to do is just get a spot and just sit there, because eventually they coming. And the most curious one gonna come over there and try to touch you, I guess that's why I'm still single. Man. But I just want to thank you for letting me show you. Now, don't go taking it the wrong way and, try to take it and use it as an advantage for you, because, like I said, a lot of people I don't know. I don't see these people no more. I mean, they was coming up. I was seeing multi-trucks and motorcycles and boats and homes, and they ain't got that no more. A lot of them, I don't see them no more. But, but it always amazed me when I get on here, and I'm coming from God. That's God. It ain't got nothing to do with me. That's God. God giving me these messages. And that's why, if it was me, I'd tell you, I say stupid stuff like this here. I feel the cities. You may feel the room, but I feel the cities. Now that's an ego trip. Which it's true. I feel cities. You feel a room. But that's an ego trip. And I see it. And that's my fault. But, some of the things that I'm able to do, it would give you an ego trip. Man. After you keep doing them over and over and over and over, you just keep doing them. And I'm testing my ability to see, can I keep doing? Especially when I step in the room and just feel people's energy and no one, and can figure out who is sick. The only thing I have to do is just sit in the middle of the room and they'll come to you. Boom. That's a hell of a gift. That ain't no ego trip. I'm just, that's a God gift. That's God. That's God. Because I can give you receipts that people, I can give you one individual that was definitely, man, I can say this person was on their deathbed, man. But this is not an ego trip. Now she back up drinking beer every day. I mean, that's the thing. That's what you get for helping people. They didn't change. they didn't change. I mean, maybe, and that's my way of thinking. Thinking maybe if you could, but that's I can't change people. You can't. You can't. You have to change yourself. That's like a drug dealer, man. You can put them in a drug addict. You can put them in rehab, or you can put them. You can, they get out. You can put them right back in. It don't, if they don't have that mindset to change their own mind or change their own life, it's not gonna happen. So. Yeah, and I deal with this person a whole year. They was in bad shape. God, I mean, but that was during the Depression years. That was black. Was it 2000? From 2000 to 2002. 2020 to 2022. The whole thing I did was just went encourage and touch it, and and that's basically all I did, man. But when you care for somebody, people, and they're like a family member, your mama, you gonna do whatever you can, to try to get. If your mama in bad shape, you gonna do whatever you can, to protect your kids or your spouse. You gonna, if you love them, you gonna do whatever it takes to try, to protect them or do whatever you can. If you have that. If you have the resources, if you have the gift, if you have that kind of power, you gonna do whatever it takes. People done got in trouble, done delved into the mall, and got in serious trouble for trying to help a family member and don't have the resources. But when it comes to people you love, you gonna do it regardless of what, but you done went through all this here and they don't change. They don't change. You go through heaven and earth and you die for them, and they don't change. They if they was cussing you out before they got ill and you helped them through it and got it, and they, and after you done got it, they still cussing you out. And now you trying to figure what was this for? What was all of this for? And that's one of the rules that was given to me from the universe, that, if you see anything in nature, leave it alone. Don't feed the animals. Leave them alone. Don't, if you see them over there in a certain way, leave it alone. But people, we try to be different. Think we God, we can change it. No. You can't change nobody's mindset. They gonna still have that mindset. That's why I don't too much care for doing nothing like that no more. I done learned my lesson. You can bring them back from the brink of death, but you can't bring back that mindset. You know, you can take an addict from the drug table, but you're not going to train that mindset. That's why they get back out and do it again. They call it relapse. And they keep relapsing. They keep relapsing. You can take that alcoholic, you can take all of that, but, you know, if they don't have that mindset, they still going to be up there in line at the liquor store at 9:30 waiting till 10 o'clock. You know, every morning. That's life. You know, it's certain things like that. You got to let people. You got to leave them alone. Let them you know, work it out for themselves. Let them figure it out. Because if they don't figure out, they're gonna be a burden on you. They gonna always come back looking for you for, you know, certain things. Now they dependent on you. That's why I say about this, you know, a lot of people, they want the gift, but they don't want to get out. They don't know what I had to go through, you know, in order to maintain this gift. Yeah, God gave it to me, but I have to maintain this. It's certain things I have to do to keep this up. You know, if I don't use it, I lose it. It's certain statutes, certain situations that come with this. You know, you know, that's anything, you know. If you're a bodybuilder, a champion, you got to keep that up. If you don't, guess what? You get flabby. You know, you do. That's anything. That's any world champion, anything. If you don't keep that up, guess what? You're gonna lose it. And nothing lasts forever. But they told me they gift with me till I die. Man, damn. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And you know, thank you, thank you for letting me show you what I can do, what I'm capable of doing, and I'm not gonna do it for you. You know, this is only for me. So don't come asking me for no favors. Don't come asking me, can you do this? I do what I want to do. It's free. Don't come thinking, you know, because some people get the mindset, oh, that's my slave. He gonna do whatever I tell him to do. Ain't nobody's slave. I give you the feeling that you think that I'm your slave, and sometimes, you know, just to see what you gonna do. You got to always remember. You thinking you testing me, I'm testing you. Remember, testing. It's like last night. Cause I have been at some functions like this, like last night, and everything just shut down. All equipment wouldn't work. Everything. It yo. I don't know what kind of sneaky stuff they had planned, but that's how God worked. Everything shut down, man. Like, yo, everything. It shut down. They couldn't get nothing to work. And that tells you, somebody was trying to do some sneaky stuff. Trying to get paid, using me as the fall guy. But that's when I first started this thing. And I didn't realize what was going on. But, there have been several instances when nothing worked. Nothing. But that's the way God works. Nothing. Either, they trying to get away with something, a big storm will happen. Blow everything away. I mean, all kind of stuff. I mean, people trying to be underhanded, do stupid stuff, do sneaky stuff. It never end up going good. People try to have certain functions, try to come and take over something that I had. It don't work. But anyway, I got a chance to see who is who, who is who. That was revealed to me. You got to understand. I'm a profile. I'm watching everything. I'm paying attention. Who's moving? Who's in charge? Who's doing this? Who's doing that? I'm paying attention to everything. It's my job, because you got wicked people out here. Now I know. I know you. I know you now, from the top to the bottom. Which you can't trust nobody. Nobody. Because I'm surrounded with wicked people. When you be surrounded by it, you know how they move. They all move together. But they scary as hell. They ain't gonna stand up. They ain't gonna stand up for themselves, let alone for anybody else. Wicked people. No backbone. How you gonna trust somebody like that? But anyway. Y'all have a blessed day.